What about outside Denmark, Africa? Do you ever get a chance to? You say that you've got parents that come from Rwanda,
Yeah.
but you were born here. But do you
Mm.
ever get a chance to go to Africa and then play there, even though it's 2 years you just started?
No, actually not. I have I've only been in Africa twice, and I never been in Rwanda actually. It was actually my plan to go this year, but then Corona came. But um, I haven't played in Africa, but I really want to, and perhaps I want to go to Nigeria one day.
Why
And
Nigeria?
what?
Why Nigeria?
It's because it's like you can say the birth of Afrobeat. Yeah, yeah. It's where like most of the hits, Afrobeat hits, come from. So I would like to go there to just get some experience, see how they're partying there, how you know they they kind of get inspired from the Afrobeat music. Yeah,
Oh, that's very interesting.
yeah.
As you're thinking to go to Africa, Nigeria in particular, what do you see the future of Afrobeat or the African music in general, especially those you play most?
Yeah, it's I see that more African artists starts to collaborate with U.S. artists and also UK artists as well. Uh, and in that sense, I think it's a way that they're growing because they enter into a market where the market's bigger. So that's why people here in Scandinavia starts to listen more to Afrobeat because they come across different uh, areas. So I would say that Afrobeat is starting is it will be more collaboration among other big artists.
But
Yeah.
also, I heard that now kind of Afrobeat is not taking over, but um, more people, more European people trying to listen more and more of
Mhm.
this Afrobeat, especially because of you guys are kind of bringing into playing much these songs.
Yeah, yeah, and but it's not only us. It's also I would say the big artists like, for example, you have Burna Boy,
Hmm.
who really changed. Not I mean, not completely, but he did something where people start to listen a lot to Afrobeat because he had this what he's called how do you say a a kind of a pizza of Afrobeat where the dough is the Afrobeat and then he mixed with different kinds of elements from hip hop, reggae, and jazz. So he mixing all these things, and that's actually a good way he's doing it, and that's probably why people really like him and like his music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. This the way you explain it.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I can also add with Beyonce.
Mm.
She also working with Afrobeat artists as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so she also influenced it a lot to people here in Scandinavia. Yeah.
Okay. That's true. 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 All right. Now let's. When you go out and play,
Mm.
how you do your selection of music or yeah, yeah. How you do it?
Well, I start first to feel the vibe at first, see what mood people are in, or just sitting down, or just relaxing, or they, starting to, getting hyped up. And from there, start selecting. Okay, this is perfect for this mood, and this is perfect for that mood. So yeah.
But in this case, if they invite you to go, let's say in only uh, party where there is only
Mm.
Scandinavian, do you take a specific music to them, or you just bring your collection of Afrobeat and you play
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Oh, that's simple.
I select a specific, I would say, because as I said before, um, Afrobeat is still developing here in Scandinavia, so I sometimes pick some few Afrobeats that I know people know, but mainly I go to, for example, classic hip hops or pop or house or something that I know that they will sing along to.
Some people that cannot spend a night at work, right? Because they tend to sleep. As a DJ,
Yeah.
how can you maintain? I don't know how many hours can you play along the night, and then what you do to stay at work in order not to stay there making different kind of music.
Well, it's I mean I can stay all night. It's not a problem. Uh, but I definitely need some Red Bull if I need to stay up for a long time.
How many hours you play normally?
At clubs it's normally maybe 2 hours max, 2 to 3 hours. And if it's like, let's say, birthday, weddings, it can take 6 hours plus. Yeah. And and sometimes just 1 hour, depending on what event it is. Yeah.
Okay, so at least one is 2 hours, more relaxed, if you may say.
Yeah,
But
it's
then when it's 6 hours, then you will have to
yeah,
spend more energy.
definitely.
Do you ever come a time where you play and the people not dancing and you get frustrated too?
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
So what you do in order to get all that frustrated? Please come on the floor again, come
Yeah,
and dance.
true. I mean, then I just pick like hits. Then I just go to a playlist called Go To and just put the most hit song that I know people know. Even though it's old or new, I just know that this is a song that people definitely gonna dance to or definitely gonna sing along to. Yeah.
In the past, DJ have been using, I mean, people start with cassettes, they come with CDs, now it's more digital.
Yeah.
Did you ever, within these 2 years, do you have a chance to use a CD to play with it?
Ooh, no. But I tried vinyl once when I just started, actually.
How it is playing vinyl and playing, I mean, because you are more familiar with it digital, so how it is playing vinyl and playing digital?
Well, okay, not to cheat or anything, but it was still digital, but it was in a vinyl setting. Yeah. I never played analogic before. But on a vinyl, it was different because, yeah, how to explain it? It was kind of different. Also because I had to use another program that I'm not used to. And yeah, but I haven't tried analogic with CDs or these big vinyl players. I haven't,
Okay.
like the real old school. That I haven't.
And when it comes to program, you guys have got a specific program that you go out to play with?
Yeah.
You used to play?
Yeah, this it's called the record box, which is the most used among clubs, and it's also, yeah, I don't know, not the cheapest, but it's the most growing DJ program, but the most used, or like the other most used, is Serato DJ. I see a lot of DJs actually using that, especially if they're using vinyls. So that's more like I would say those that have been DJing for a long, long time, using Serato. Yeah.
I think I've got one or two more questions before I let you go. So we end the interview. Do you ever come a time where you play a night and you will say that okay, I really didn't play that the way I was expecting.
Yeah, I've tried that. Yeah,
Try that.
many times.
Okay. And then when that comes, what you, I mean, how you feel and what you know, try to do for the next.
I definitely learned from it, and also, yeah, I do that many times because I'm still a beginner. I'm still new, so there's still some things, some like technical things that I'm not so into or experienced in. So, but I learned from that. I also like asked my this DJ Taftala. He's what I also call a mentor. I asked him what can I do different, or how can I prevent this from happening, and he teach me sometimes. And also I also look at YouTube or Google it or something like that. But it's nice to have someone to ask who experienced it. But when it happens, I just go along with it. Just, of course, I get mad or like frustrated, but I cannot, stop the music from playing, so I just continue. Yeah.
What are your plans? What you, I mean, yeah, planning to.
Well, I want to DJ more in outside Denmark, just to see how it is, how the different places are. I want to, as I said, in Nigeria, and also want to DJ in Rwanda as well, Tanzania, because it's also big in Afrobeat, like the Tanzanian music as well. I really love that. But I also want to DJ in the UK. It's very different compared to here, and it's also in US. See how it is there, and also, yeah, France, the Netherlands, or perhaps Spain as well. Yeah, all of them have like different music scenes, so I just want to, experience them. That could be cool.
How did it, I mean, COVID affect your activity, your work?
Well, like as a DJ, it affected a lot.
As a DJ, yes.
Yeah, it affected a lot because I couldn't everything was closed and I couldn't play anywhere. But then, of course, there was the opportunity to go live on social media, and I did that twice on Instagram and once on Facebook, and that was actually fun. But it was also different, but it was fun, and yeah, that's the only way during Corona we could do, like going live, or we can also practice. In the meantime, we have time to do it. So, but financially, I wasn't affected because I was still going at school. We get educational aid here, and also I have a student job, so I wasn't affected by that financially. So yeah, but it was sad. I missed really a lot playing during the time.
Does your parents, your family support your work? Because in African parents, we've got always say, no, don't do this.
Yeah.
This kind of work is not.
Yeah.
First will say it's not for women.
No.
And then after will say, no, this is not the work at
No,
all.
no.
How is yours?
My parents are actually very supporting. They really support me what I'm doing, and they also like ask if I need anything in terms of DJing. For example, my father, he recently asked, "Do you need an amplifier?" And it's like, or "Do you need a microphone?" He would go for it. So they are really supporting, both of them. And my mom is always commenting and saying, "That's good, Gabby. Continue," and stuff like that. But they, of course, they know that I'm also studying inside, so that's a good thing. So they know that I'm kind of secure in a way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if people would like to book you, would like to have you in the parties, whatever, where they can contact you? Your Facebook, your Instagram?
Yeah, they can contact me on Instagram, Facebook, and email as well. You can find me on Facebook by DjMofiyah, and this way the same with Instagram, DjMofiyah, and on email it's booking slash djmofiyah.com, and yeah, this is where you can book me, and you can also book me via my One Tune actually as well. One Tune, the management. So yeah, there's many ways to contact me.
Thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate for accepting this interview.
Yeah, thank you for having me.